All right. Y'all know Jeezy and Jeannie Mai have been working on this divorce for a long periodical time. Not that long. It's coming up on a year, right? Because in July, I believe it was, or June of last year, I remember when they said Jeezy went to go consult with an attorney about divorcing Jeannie Mai, but he never pressed the button completely. He went to go and consult about it. Next thing you know, we learned in September, I believe it was when he really applied that pressure and was like, hey, I'm done with this lady. And it was so embarrassing because she was just up there promoting his book and everything, acting like all is grand, all is well. Okay. Well, the man filed for a divorce. They was going back and forth. They was having some issues or whatnot. She was making some allegations about him. He made allegations about her. Girl, let me say, I know out of all people, Jeezy is truly glad that this divorce is fully over. Okay. He is really, I mean, of course, he's the one that initiated the divorce, but because of the details that were coming out about him being abusive, allegedly, listen, I know he was glad for this to be done and over with. He ain't got to worry about no more details falling out, but they did file for the case to be sealed. Jeezy and Jeannie Mai finalized divorce 9 months after the rapper filed. Case placed under sealed. Listen, can I also say that I I don't know, y'all. I feel like some of what Jeannie Mai said was true. Okay, when it came to some of the abuse or whatever the case is, maybe not all of it. Okay, but I feel like some was there because he has a history of this. And I've read that to y'all when this first happened because people was like praising Jeezy, Jeezy this, Jeezy that. And I'm like, listen, I'm not saying Jeannie Mai is a saint, but what I am saying is Jeezy isn't. Okay. If she ain't, he ain't. They both got some issues. Okay. We know he had an issue with his son and start blaming stuff on the baby mama, saying that she was trying to brainwash him and stuff. Brainwash the son now. And I'm like, what they got to do with you running up and attacking your child and then telling your child you will kill him? Like, what are you talking about? Then the other baby mama that he was supposed to do things for and then try to slander her in the media and say, oh, well, she's jealous of me proposing to Jeannie Mai and yada, 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 because they were engaged as well. Him and the ex baby mama, it never worked out. She's called him out about stuff, whatever, right? And then now here it is, Jeannie Mai having some similar claims and stuff, and he's of course denying it so much. So I think I think he released some receipts, right? He released some, or either if he didn't release the receipts, I think they could have been found in the court documents. But whatever it wasn't really making him look good, and he was trying to clear up the matter. And now that they've gotten this divorce and stuff, it's just interesting that this divorce wrapped up so soon. Okay. After said allegations were made, I'm not going to lie. It kind of makes me think that he could have given her what it is that she wanted to make this go away. I don't know what all Jeannie wanted, but it seems like he could have given, I ain't gonna say all, he could have given her something satisfactory for this to final. I mean, obviously, for them to reach a deal to have this divorce, he had to have been things in her favor just a bit. Okay. They said they finalized the divorce. The Fulton County Court placed the former couple's case under seal to keep settlement details private. The pair's finalized divorce comes almost 2 months after Mai accused Jeezy of DV. 2 months after she accused this man of child neglect and DV. Ain't that something? Per documents, they're saying the Superior Court of Fulton County in Georgia has agreed to dissolve the marriage. They said to keep details of the divorce settlement private, including child support, custody, spousal support, and property splits. The parents of the 2-year-old daughter have agreed to file their divorce under sealed. Child, don't you hate when they do that? But it really is the better thing for them. It is the better thing for them. Let's see. News to the former couple's finalized divorce comes 9 months after Jeezy filed in September following a 2.5-year marriage. They were living in a bona fide state of separation, irretrievably broken, no hope for reconciliation. A month after the news broke, Jeezy released a statement addressing the divorce. Says this decision to end this chapter in my life was not made impulsively and comes with a heavy heart. Okay. Let's see what else. I'm trying to skim through. We kind of know more, most of what all took place in this relationship. or shall I say this divorce period. So I'm trying to see if there's any other new details here. Um, okay. Yeah, okay. So details of the divorce became public in the months that followed, with Maya alleging that her former spouse was unfaithful during their marriage after he asked the judge to set legal and physical custody rights. See, that's where he messed up when he wanted to get legal and physical custody rights of that little girl. All them gloves was completely off, okay? Completely off. Let's see. I'm skimming. Let me see here. Court documents noted that the pair sought therapy in regard to the alleged domestic violence incident. However, the filing also referenced other alleged violent incidences that occurred 3 months later. Oh yeah, that video. Yes, that video that came out. No. I'm sorry. There was no video that came out. There was a script. I believe it was like a statement or something that someone gave to the police regarding that incident that happened. I don't think a video came out. I think we wanted to see whether there was a video that came out. The video that did come out that I can recall was him walking around the house with weapons. I mean, hey, this a rich dude. That has a history of being involved with gangs and or I ain't gonna say gangs, but gangster is what I'll say. Okay, so he needed to have his weapons to protect himself, but I believe she was trying to say that they were out and about and they were putting their daughter at risk. Okay, so we did see that video. Let me see. Was there anything else? Um, okay. I think that's pretty much it. I feel like we kind of went through a lot of this when it comes to Jeezy and Jeannie Mai, but the most important thing is that they are finally divorced. I'm glad that they are divorced. We don't have to hear much more about them. Hopefully, Jeannie Mai can go on and find the best person for her. And I think when she finds that person, we might not know nothing about it. And I think that might be the better thing. Girl, date that man for about 4 years, 3 years, however long, get married to that man, probably in private or whatever. But girl, when you be letting us in your business, it don't seem to be working out for you in the long run. I hate that for you. I don't like that. I don't like that. You gotta keep some stuff private, girl. So I hope it works out for Miss Jenny. I hope that man gets a chance to see his child, spend time with the baby, do something. Okay, he gonna be paying all this money for. Okay. So I guess that's like a congratulations to them. I guess that's a congratulations to them. I think she just got karma for how she did her last husband. The grass ain't always. But see, here's the thing, Lorraine. I have to strongly, heavily disagree. How did she do her last husband? Because they both married each other with the understanding that they did not want children at all. She never wanted kids, right? At some point, Freddie switched up and said he wanted kids. So much so that I believe she was a friend of the family, or at least someone they went on a camping trip with, or whatever it was, somebody that Jeannie Mai was familiar with. He cheated on her with that lady. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I'm kind of confused about what karma, because that's how I understood the story to be. The worst that she may have done in that situation was say that she still didn't want kids, because he the one that switched up on her. He was down for not having kids, but when he changed his mind, she never did. And I feel like that's on him. You know what I'm saying? It makes me, and I know these are two totally different things, but the first thing that comes to my mind is how people begin in these situationships, right? And a person may be like, "Oh, I don't want a relationship," and you be like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm cool. I don't want one either." And then you continue to rock with the person, deal with the person. Then after a year or however long, 6 months, you expect them to change their mind, and then they still be on the same wavelength that they told you in the beginning. Whose fault is that? You see what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like I wouldn't say it's her karma, because I'm not privy to nothing that she actually did to him. In addition to that, that man went on to taunt her on social media. He was trying to get a good amount of her money. I don't even know if Freddie had a job for real. She was making the most. You mother right, I'm finna fight you on my coin. As most people do when they make the most money. I don't blame 'em. You know what I'm saying? Fight the man on it. You ain't finna go and take my motherfucking money and use that to go and take care of that lady. You what is it? Hi, Kevin Hunter. Hello, with Wendy Williams, was with Wendy Williams for however long, right? Went, had a whole nother girlfriend, got the lady pregnant, got divorced from Wendy, getting a stipend, and that money is helping take care of whenever he can get the coin. Eventually, I don't know, because that stopped. But using that money to take care of him and Sharina. Mind you, he was already using Wendy's money when they was together to take care of the doggone lady. Okay. Until she got pregnant. Now, when she got pregnant, then when Wendy said, "Oh, you got me fucked up." Now I told you you can go over there and dibble dabble just a little piece. Okay. I ain't tell you to come out with a hole. I ain't say that. Ah. So yeah, that's why I kind of disagree with that. I didn't know of anything that Jeannie did to Freddie, but Freddie was on one. And even with this Jeezy and Jeannie my divorce, he said something recently. Like once that came out, he said something else slick as hell under somebody's comments. Don't remember exactly what it was, but I do remember it. Okay. Somebody dropped the link or whatever if y'all find it. But listen, Freddie ain't no saint. So I'm pretty much on Jenny's side. And it's funny because I couldn't stand Jenny when I used to watch The Real. When I tell y'all I could not stand Jenny, I used to think Jenny used to be so fake when I first started watching it. I feel like everybody else's personality was authentic to them. And maybe because I didn't know her, right? And that was unfair to Jenny. But I knew Tamara, Tamar, Adrian, and Lonnie. I ain't know her, so I felt like, girl, you doing so much, you know. But over time, I grew to love Jeannie because Jeannie, a lot of times with her opinion, I know people couldn't take it, but she rarely did she change her opinion. She still stood on how she felt. So I was like, this little bitch ain't bad. She's not bad, and Jeannie definitely grew on me. But yeah, I didn't mind her being with Jeezy. I really liked them together, but I guess hey, it didn't work out. It is what it is. So yeah, I tried, but that man definitely ain't no saint. I don't think it's no karma here. It could be his karma. And the way he was out here running the damn up. But it's okay. It's okay, Lorraine. But yeah. Oh, yes, Brittany. People just don't like her because she said dark meat on the side. I don't care. Right? I hate that they don't like her because of that, or they use that as an angle to justify and support him. Well, I don't want to say justify, but they use that as an angle to like support him. And I'm just like, yo, bro, at the end of the day, he chose his white meat. So why, or whatever meat you want to call her today or tomorrow, like that's what he chose. He was highly aware of what she said, and that was still his pick. Why are we supposed to be mad again? Like, why I'm supposed to be mad with you because you don't like her? Like, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. That's crazy. And then there'll be some of the same folks that like to use the argument when it comes to Chris Brown, like he wouldn't even date you. Why would you even defend him or support him? He wouldn't even date you. Well, what do you think about Jeezy? Do you think he would really date you? All of that Nia Long stuff in that interview was semantics. Everybody's like, oh, I would love to see her with Jeezy. Oh my God, I would. No, do you know this man history too? He ain't no saint either. I don't care how many interviews he do in the dark trying to sit down with a low voice talking like he a changed man. Won't get me. Okay. But either way, honey, good luck.